G'day guys, Mr. Oz Adventure here, coming at you today with an awesome ride that I did back in early 2020. It was an awesome ride, but as you'll see, things didn't go completely as planned. There were some dropped motorcycles, but also lots of laughs, lots of banter, and great scenery to be riding through and some awesome back roads. The reason for this ride was to get out and get bike fit again. Right around Christmas 2019, I hurt my back pretty badly and I could barely even get my undies on in the morning. It was hard to get out of bed and so painful. The last thing I could do was ride my motorbike. So after a month of being laid up, I really needed to get ride fit again, because in 3 weeks time I was set to head off on a 3-week ride to Tasmania, which would end up being an 8,000 kilometre trip. I needed to get ride fit again and get some bike skills. As you'll see in this video, it didn't really go to plan, but we had a great day anyway, and I didn't injure myself too badly. Jay and I left the Gold Coast and headed south down to the Tweed Coast, where we're going to explore a few little short dirt roads as a bit of a warm-up for what was coming later.
So how are you finding the earplugs with communication, talking and everything? You're able to hear pretty good?
What's that?
Yeah, so I haven't done this section. I think it was closed for roadworks
Oh yeah.
when we came over. Cool. Hit the white post with my sparkbuster. Oh, there's a nice little ride. Again, you can't go banging through here because of all the locals.
Yeah, I'm very cautious about what's coming around those blind corners.
Yeah. Oh, it's the way to be, you know. Last thing you want to do is fuck yourself up before you go on a trip to Tassie.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, and that's probably a big part of why I bailed out of that wooden bong ride too.
Yeah.
Well, no, it just sounds high risk, and you know, not that I'm scared of it, but last thing you need is to be doing damage to the bike.
Yeah, this is the intersection I remember.
Yeah, now I can't remember where we went from here.
Turn left, yeah. So, turning right takes you to Murwillumbah, and it's a mixture of gravel and bitumen that way. So yeah, I've done this section. There are so many little roads that I've only just started to sort of explore in the past few years that, you know, you just ride past them all these years and then you go, oh shit, I could actually be having a long route and not go anywhere too far, like going down all these little dirt roads everywhere.
That's where you get those days where you don't have any particular plan, and you've got all the time in the world to go and get lost down the roads that you keep riding past.
Yeah. Setting aside a day with no real plans to do it.
You've almost got to keep like little mental notes of all the roads that you ride past.
Yeah.
And then you end up with a list of roads that you want to go and do. You're like, oh, hang on, go and check that one out.
Yeah, I remember this corner. Nice and green through here though.
Taking road bikes through here.
Bloody hell. Come around the corner and all of a sudden they've gone too wide again. Right when I come around at them. So there's a lot more exploring to be done throughout these roads. Oh, there's an old ruined building in there.
In there?
Yeah. Trying to catch a glimpse of it. Too busy looking at the views, not the road. Ah, fuck's sake. Oh, well, that was fun. Not the sort of thing I wanted to be doing with a sore back. First tried for a while, taking it easy on the dirt. Oh man. Well, I think I'm alright. Man, I weren't pushing it, but I was just not feeling it, that's all. Just a lack of riding, especially a lack of riding dirt.
Yeah, I got fixated on a few of the gravelly corners a bit earlier on, and felt the same sort of way, and just thought, yeah, take it easy and aircon.
Yeah, you've worked up a bit of a sweat.
Yeah, but that's why we keep fit, eh? Just lifting bikes and potentially having to sort of go back on foot.
Yeah.
In gear.
Yeah, in the heat.
You only had a bit to go too.
Oh, is that it?
There might be more actually, I don't know. No, I think that's it. You only had to survive 200 more metres.
It's not what I wanted to do today. Oh, well.
Yeah, is it just the lens on your blinker that's broken?
I think that even that's okay. It's just the housing itself.
Right.
I think I've got another one at home.
You're going fairly slow when it happened?
Yeah. Yeah, like I was braking coming down the hill.
Right.
And I just, I think I just found myself going a little bit wide. And, yeah, I think I just panicked and hit the brake instead of...
Yeah, I found the same. I was
turning into the corner.
I was trying to stay wide because of oncoming traffic, or potential oncoming traffic. But then it also meant by staying out wide, you kind of got fixated on some of that thick gravel on the edges.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Maybe I didn't press it any harder, but I just went from the hard-packed tyre track onto the looser stuff. I don't know. Just, all of a sudden it happened. It's funny though, those like little low-speed crashes, sometimes they can give you an injury, and that could have just fucked up the whole trip.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you get a bike. That's why I think things like motocross boots and stuff like that, it's where they come into their own. And it's one of those things, what do you then say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to ride in case I stack it.
Yeah, you can't do that either.
Nah.
And I need to get ride fit again, and I need to, just get loose on the bike and get used to it.
Yeah, just time in the seat, isn't it?
Yeah. Too long off the bike, and then the rides I have had has been really simple.
The second part of the day's adventures was to head inland up the Tweed Valley, where we're going to meet Captain Cranky and go exploring Border Ranges National Park.
Oh, new bridge. I remember that being a rickety old shaky thing.
Yeah, I don't remember that being concrete.
No, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't. I can never remember where this turn-off is. I know it just sneaks up on you.
I only know it's coming from the other way.
Yeah.
I've never done it from this side.
Yeah, I've done it from both ways, but definitely sneaks up on you and you've got to slam on the brakes sometimes. Get the feeling it's just around the corner here somewhere.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
I think it's right here, like you just don't even see it until you're on it. Yeah. It's all open. Oh, am I recording? Cranky's doing a bill. He's left his indicator on. He's given me so much shit about it over the years. Yep, I'm recording. I wonder how many minutes that's been going for.
It's been on for a while now. I think it's either that or he's just giving us really good notice that he's turning left eventually.
Yeah, I don't think there's any left turns for a while. Oh, shit. I thought I was in third. I went back to neutral. That's never a good feeling. I might have to make a YouTube out of this. YouTube video seeing as Captain Cranky's leaving his indicator on for so long.
Featuring the blinker.
Yeah, I'll put in my crash and...
Well, that blinker's closing in on 10 minutes. You'll be able to monetise this.
I know. I'm going to make the most of this, that's for sure. We're always hamming it up. The first tour we did in 2014, we left his place in Lismore. We get halfway to casino, it's like, fuck, pulled over. He's got his backpack with all his camera gear, all his electronic charging devices, everything in there. So we had to go back and get it. And so then we always hang shit on each other about backpacks and indicators. Thanks for the awesome footage. You don't know, do you? You did a bill from that intersection where we turned off all the way to here.
Ah yes, the banter continued as we travelled further northward on the Tweed Range Scenic Drive through the Border Ranges National Park. What a great ride it is through there. This is a stunning place. There are a number of lookouts along the way with great views over the surrounding landscape, and the riding is also pretty good through there too. Loads of well maintained gravel roads. You do have to be careful of oncoming traffic, but it's an awesome ride through there. Just so serene. We popped out the other side, back down towards Grady's Creek, which offered more gravel roads through beautiful farmland. The countryside was nice and green at the time, and was an absolute pleasure riding through there. I really do like this part of the world. It's a great place to ride. It's so stunning, and the roads are interesting. There's always something going on. It's just such a beautiful place to ride. And we eventually hooked up with the famous motorcycling road, Lions Road. Just off to the side of the Lions Road is the old road, the low road, the locals call it. This 2 kilometre section of gravel road has several creek crossings. They're all concrete causeways. For the most part, these causeways are easily rideable, not that difficult at all. But at the time we went through, they'd recently upgraded one that used to be a gravel crossing the last time we'd gone through there. And they'd made this one out of a different sort of concrete, which attracted the moss, and it caught Captain Cranky out. Poor old Captain Cranky was leading the way. This would have happened to any one of us who was leading the way, I reckon. It was absolutely incredibly slippery. You couldn't even walk on the stuff without slipping over. Lifting his bike up was a bloody challenge, but after a couple of attempts we finally got it up right again. So we've just come through 5 of these causeways. This one used to be the only gravel crossing on this creek, on this road, and we thought we were doing fine, but Captain Cranky come up first to all this green stuff, and you can see all the skid marks he's left there. Just got onto the green and just bang. He's okay, his bike's okay. Now we've just got to get our bikes across, so it looks a bit better out to the edge here. Not so green. And got a little bit of something there to grip onto. Let's go. The thought of getting my bike across there at the time was, I tell you, a little bit daunting. But by riding across the brown moss on the outer edge, it wasn't a problem at all. It was actually quite easy. After the fun and games of that last little slip, we continued our way northward. We had a great ride for the rest of the day. We parted ways with Captain Cranky on the Lions Road, and Jay and I made our way northward into Queensland along the absolutely beautiful Running Creek Road, which is a continuation of Lions Road. The views along here are absolutely incredible. Mountain views on either side as you wind your way through the valley, crossing the Running Creek multiple times along the way. There are all these scenic little crossings. You get the odd cow on the road here and there through this road, some oncoming traffic every now and then, but for the most part you feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere and have the world to yourself. It's a beautiful ride and a great way to finish off what turned out to be a little bit of an adventurous day with a few drops. It was a great ride back to Canungra, where I parted ways with Jay and made my way back to the Gold Coast.
Oh, well, that was an interesting day. Pretty knackered now though, very hot, lots of fun. A couple of drops, myself in the dirt early on. That was stupid, a bit disappointed in that, but oh well. It was great company and awesome fun. Definitely a day I'll remember for a long time. And yeah, good times. I shall see you later. Thanks guys. Cheers.